Well, today, the Treasurer, Jim Chalmers, he did give a speech to tell us that, by golly, he at least is delivering on this cost of living stuff, this economy, although he was short of examples and very long on buts.
Among all of the countries that we compare ourselves with, we are in a better position than most, if not all, of those countries. Obviously, growth is slowing in our economy. Confidence at a consumer level is relatively low, but we have a very resilient labour market. Business investment has been really quite remarkably strong, and we have other advantages as well, particularly when it comes to what we sell the world, the prices that we're getting, and a range of other benefits as well.
All right, rosy picture, as rosy as you could make it, but in fact the government is setting very unfortunate records. And the headlines tell the story, like record immigration intake, which is producing record house prices, making buying a home a luxury just for the rich. Like record inflation rate, or the highest of advanced economies. Like record productivity, low productivity growth in 60 years. And another record amongst the highest electricity prices in the world. I mean, what is this government doing and where is it going? People are screaming for relief, and you're seeing this instead. When will it stop dreaming and start producing? And the thing is here, I mean, I think Jim Chalmers is suddenly thinking, Albanese on the skids is my chance here. Jim Chalmers, the Treasurer, actually seems to think his record of achievement, or whatever you want to call it, is one that could make him your next Prime Minister. I mean, you've got this Prime Minister playing the tourist, little interest in economics. And so Chalmers is out there fluffing his feathers and clearing the decks. I mean, did you see that puff piece last weekend on him in the Sydney Morning Herald, where he announced he's gone on the wagon, which, of course, as you know, is what Labor MPs do when they want to be Prime Minister. Bob Hawke, for instance, Albanese also cut off whatever it was that was making him fat and all that kind of stuff. Now, in Chalmers' case, this, oh, look, I've gone off the booze, is also a built-in excuse. It's a protection wall. Take this confession from this article, Chalmers speaking. Until 3 years ago, he said, my main way of winding down was to drink beers and wines at night on the couch. And it wasn't one or two. And the reporter then responds, well, there's also talk of you cutting a bit loose socially around Parliament House. To that, Chalmers responds, because I was drinking too much. So you've got to ask what that actually means, that Chalmers was cutting a bit loose socially when he was working in Parliament House. But don't you worry about that, because whatever it was, the booze made Chalmers do it and is off the booze now, so that's all you need to know, which is very convenient for him. But perhaps the Treasurer should talk less about his drinking and the Prime Minister do less of that dreaming, because I think it is high time that they both just got down to the hard and boring work of making life less hard for everyone else.